Hello, and welcome to our home. We've come inside today because it's gotten kind of cold out, and I think winter has decided it's not quite ready to be done yet. We wanted to do a video, not of morning prayer, but about morning prayer. Over the past few days, we've gotten some questions, and we've thought of some information that we would like to pass on to you that really is kind of too long to just put in the description. So I'm just going to do these questions and answers. I think the most common question that we've gotten from several of you is how to follow along, because I do go from one prayer to the next. I do cite the page numbers that I'm in usually. Sometimes I forget, but I think we didn't do this on the first few days, but for most of the days now, we're putting an outline in the description that's just below this video. And you only see a few lines of it, but there's a link there that says see more. And if you click on that link, there's a lot more information in there. And we do an outline of the daily prayer with all of the page references so that it can make it easier for you to follow along in your Book of Common Prayer. However, there are some other ideas that we have. The easiest way, honestly, is just listen. Since I'm reading it all, you just listen to me if you want to. You don't have to follow along if you don't want. The other couple of ways that we have that might make it much easier for you to follow along are actually all sponsored by Forward Movement, who is the publisher of Forward Day by Day, that you can get a copy at the church. They have two websites and they have an app. And the first website is, you can follow this along on your computer. You can follow on a mobile device, but probably the computer screen works better. You just navigate to https://prayer.forwardmovement, that's all one word, forwardmovement.org. And we'll put those links, the links to everything in the description down there. So just remember to click on See More. And when you get on that page, there are several links on that page, but you're looking for the one that says Pray Anytime. And if you click on that, it's going to come up with a page with a lot of choices on it. And you want to you want to choose Morning Prayer from the liturgy drop down. You just, click on that and it'll drop down and give you several different options that you can pray, but you want to look for Morning Prayer and click on that. And then once you do that, there's a Pray button on that screen, and then you just click on Pray, and it will come up with all of everything. It's all of the prayers, the canticles, the psalms, the readings, everything is there. And so you don't have to turn pages, and you don't have to change screens, so that it's very, very convenient. And this, what I talked about in how to choose what you want from this screen is true of all of the other things that Forward Movement does. The second website that they have is called venite.app. So it would be https://venite.app. And again, the link is down in the description. And that works very much the same way as the Forward Movement page does, prayer.forwardmovement.org. They look very similar. And so you could use either one of those that you want. If you would like to follow along on your phone or other mobile device and you're okay with having an app, Forward Movement has created the Venite app, and it's available. It's available in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store, so for Android devices. So it's pretty much available for any mobile device you may have. And it works just exactly the same way that I've been telling you. It will come up with a page, and then you choose if you want a different day, you can choose that. Or the liturgy, you choose the morning prayer. And so you can pray along with us on that. And it becomes very, very easy to use. And you can use that anywhere. So that's probably the biggest question we've gotten and the most information we have. So we have some people ask, what about morning prayer on the Tuesday morning prayer on Zoom? I'm still leading the Tuesday morning prayer on Zoom in addition to the taped morning prayer on Tuesdays on YouTube. And if you're interested in attending, please contact the church office and they can get you that Zoom link and the passcode. Another question, why just one psalm? And what about lesser feast days? Well, There are usually several psalms assigned for the day. Some are assigned for the evening, some for the morning. And I will choose one of the morning psalms that I think reflects best on the lessons that we're reading that day. And we are not observing the minor feast days, but we are going to, during Lent, observe the two major feast days. On March 19th is St. Joseph's feast day, and on March 25th, the Annunciation. And we will be celebrating those and having different readings for those. And we might go to a different place in the garden if the weather cooperates on that day. Another question, so where are you anyway, and why does the weather not match the day? Well, we're virtually inviting you into our home during Lent we're filming in various different places around the house, but it's all in our home or around our home. Usually we prefer to film on the deck when we can because I am an avid gardener and we really love spending time out there. And because of the time it takes to prepare, film, and produce a video, and the necessity for having it available at 5 in the morning, we film morning prayers a few days ahead. So this means the weather in the video on the day that we film it may not match what's outside, but that's okay. And so the last question that I have gotten is, what about the tea set? And that is, this tea set has a history. I do collect teapots. I love teapots. But I bought this little set, as a prop for a play that I was in many, many years ago. And I haven't used it. It was actually sitting in a cupboard collecting dust. And I'd been thinking about donating it. And I'm really glad I didn't. So it gets to come out for morning prayer. And yes, there's really, truly tea in the pot and in my cup. So you don't always see me drink it, but it's always there. And so if you have any more questions or comments, you can leave them down below in the comment area, or you can contact the church office and leave your comment or your question with them, and they'll be sure to get it to us. And thank you so much for joining us, and we hope that you continue to join us during Lent.